of my hobbies that I enjoy in my spare time, going to toy shows. It's always fun, kind of a mix of a toy store meets an antique show. You can find new things, you can find toys for when I was a kid, for when my parents were children. It's always fun. I went to one not too long ago. My family comes with me and I meet some friends there from time to time. And my one friend was there and he was getting a Transformer. Have you guys seen Transformers? They've been around for decades now. He found one that was really interesting. It was a triple change. It could change from a robot to a train to a space shuttle. And it was this big purple plastic with mechanical moving parts. It was really cool. It's this triple change idea that I want to talk about with you guys today. You see, our bodies have this triple change effect, just like that toy. Our bodies are a complicated biological system that our whole life long will go through transformation. Some of those transformations are easily noticeable, others under the surface are not so much. You want to find one that's real easy to notice, spend a half hour in the sun today, get 8 hours of rest, and you'll wake up tomorrow transformed with a healthy glow. Or spend your whole week eating nothing but chicken and broccoli or soda and donuts. And by this time next week, we'll all notice a transformation. There's a second transformation. What about the transformation of your brain? You see, as an adult, the weight and size of your brain might not change, but the physical makeup definitely does. The things you learn, that you focus on, the information that you take in will create new pathways and fire neurons. The brain you had 10 years ago or 10 years from now is not the same physical brain that you have today. And then there's the transformation, the triple transformation of the heart that I really want to focus on today. The heart is what transforms, is what Jesus works on. This is the season of Lent, and as people of faith for 40 days, we take this opportunity to strengthen our faith, to draw closer to God, to have a real transformation of our heart. When Jesus was in the desert for 40 days, the devil tempted Jesus to transform stones into bread, but he didn't come here to change rocks into substance that feeds himself, but to change the stone of our heart into a fleshy, life-giving, changed by the Spirit of God, so that we can have life and have it abundantly. The prophet Ezekiel talks about a message from God where he says, I will take the stone of your heart and give it and transform it into a stone of flesh, into a heart of flesh. Getting my analogies mixed up. Change the heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh, and I will put my Spirit within you. And I love our psalm for today, which is the inspiration for this message. It's not printed, but I have it here. Psalm 19, the final verse, verse 14. And this is where the practical application comes in. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Maybe you've heard that before when somebody comes up, a pastor is getting ready to deliver a message. They'll often cite that verse as a prayer. God, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. And that's great if you have those rare speaking opportunities, but what about the everyday opportunities that we have to speak with one another? It's those times that real transformation occurs, that the words we say and the things we do would be acceptable to God, would be a loving message of hope to one another, would be a message of forgiveness, a message of love. So I pray that in this season of Lent, as God continues to transform your heart from stone to flesh, where God's Spirit resides, that the messages we share with one another be messages of love and grace acceptable to God.